Welcome to a deep dive into practical wisdom. We're going to crack open Life's Little Instruction Book by H. Jackson Brown Jr., a collection of over 1,400 bite-sized pieces of advice for, well, pretty much everything.
It's an interesting concept, sort of a manual for navigating life's ups and downs, with advice spanning 3 volumes.
Right, so instead of getting lost in the sheer volume, we're going to handpick some of the most intriguing, even controversial instructions and really unpack them. Think of it like finding those hidden gems in a massive library. We'll do the searching, you get the aha moments.
What I find fascinating about this approach is that we can go beyond just listing the advice. We can explore the underlying philosophy, the historical context, and even challenge some of Brown's suggestions. After all, what worked in the 1990s might need a little tweaking for the digital age.
Exactly. And that's where you come in, helping us connect the dots and make sense of it all. But this isn't just about us chatting. We want you to think about which instructions resonate with you and why. What might you add to your own life's little instruction book?
I love that. Let's kick things off with a theme that's close to Brown's heart: kindness and thoughtfulness. It's about those seemingly small actions that can have a ripple effect on the world around us.
Okay, so one that really jumped out at me was instruction, hashtag 31.
Yeah.
Buy whatever kids are selling on card tables in their front yards. Sweet, right?
Yeah.
But there's something more to it than just buying lemonade or cookies. What do you think Promote is getting at here?
I think he's tapping into something fundamental about encouraging entrepreneurial spirit even at a young age. Imagine what it means for a child to have their first customer. It's a boost of confidence, of validation of their idea, and a lesson in the value of hard work.
Wow, yeah. It's more than just the transaction, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's about planting that seed of believing in yourself and your ideas.
Yeah.
And that can have a ripple effect throughout their life. Now, Brown takes this idea of doing good even further with instruction at 1094. Make it a habit to do nice things for people who will never find out. This one really made me think. What are your thoughts on selfless acts that go unnoticed?
It's a fascinating concept. In a world obsessed with social media and recognition, doing something kind without any expectation of reward speaks volumes about our character, doesn't it? It's about creating a positive impact simply because it feels right, not because we're seeking validation.
I love that idea. It makes you wonder how many of these quiet acts of kindness are happening around us every day, creating a ripple effect of positivity without us even realizing it. Do you have any personal experiences with this kind of anonymous generosity?
Actually, yes. A few months ago, I was at the grocery store and was a few dollars short. The person behind me in line quietly paid the difference without even being asked. It was so unexpected and incredibly kind. It completely changed my whole outlook that day.
See, that's what's so powerful about these little acts. They just have such a profound impact on someone's day, even their week. Okay, now let's shift gears a bit to a theme that's all about investing in ourselves, self-improvement, and learning. Brown seems to be a big advocate for lifelong learning, but he approaches it from some surprising angles.
He does. One that caught my eye was instruction, hashtag 10, learn to play a musical instrument. At first glance, you might think, what does that have to do with living a fulfilling life?
Yeah, I was a bit puzzled by that one too. It seemed a bit random. But I'm guessing you have some insights on this.
Well, think about the cognitive benefits of music. Studies have shown that playing an instrument can improve memory, enhance focus, and even boost language skills.
It's like a workout for your brain. I'm starting to see the connection now.
And beyond the cognitive benefits, there's the sheer joy of creating something beautiful, expressing yourself through music, and potentially even connecting with others through shared musical experiences.
That makes total sense.
Yeah.
It ties in perfectly with instruction, hashtag 29. Be a student in some kind of class. It seems Brown believes learning shouldn't end after we graduate. What do you think is the value of pursuing new knowledge and skills throughout our lives?
For me, it's about staying curious, keeping our minds sharp, and expanding our horizons. Think about how rapidly the world is changing, technology, social trends, the job market. If we're not constantly learning and adapting, we risk falling behind.
I agree. It's like a mental fitness routine. And speaking of practical skills that can keep us relevant in the digital age, Brown throws in this little gem, hashtag 98, know how to type. Now, in the age of voice assistants and AI, this might seem a bit outdated, but
But consider this typing is still the primary way we interact with computers, whether we're writing emails, coding, or just navigating the internet. And in a world that's increasingly reliant on technology typing, proficiency can be a huge advantage.
you're right. It's not just about speed, it's about communicating effectively and efficiently, which is crucial in both our personal and professional lives.
Yeah.
Okay, time to tackle a theme that can be a bit sensitive: financial wisdom and career. This is where Brown gets surprisingly blunt and maybe even a little controversial.
He definitely doesn't shy away from strong opinions. Instruction. #85. Never encourage anyone to become a lawyer. That one certainly raises eyebrows, doesn't it? Now, we're not here to endorse or criticize anyone's career choices, but what do you think might be behind this rather bold statement?
I'm honestly a bit baffled by that one. Is he making a commentary on the legal profession itself? Or is it more about chasing a career path for the wrong reasons?
It's a great question. It could be a combination of factors. Perhaps Brown is concerned about people entering the legal field solely for perceived prestige or financial gain, rather than a genuine passion for the law. Or maybe he's reflecting a sentiment that was more prevalent in the past when certain professions were seen as more stable or lucrative.
That's a good point. The job market has changed dramatically since Brown wrote this book, and it really highlights the importance of choosing a career path that aligns with your interests and values rather than just following a prescribed formula for success. Now, on a more universally applicable note, Brown reminds us to live beneath your means. #17. This one feels timeless, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It's a fundamental principle of financial responsibility. In a world of instant gratification and easy credit, it's easy to overspend and accumulate debt. Living beneath your means is about being mindful of your spending, prioritizing saving, and building a solid financial foundation for the future.
It's like building a house. You need a strong foundation to support everything else. Now, what if you're doing great work feeling undervalued, but a bit hesitant to speak up? Brown has some advice for that, too. Ask for a raise when you feel you've earned it. #25. This is where things can get tricky for a lot of people, right?
It can be, but it's also about knowing your worth and advocating for yourself. If you've consistently exceeded expectations, contributed significantly to your team, and your compensation hasn't kept pace, then it's perfectly reasonable to ask for a raise.
That makes sense. But how do you actually approach that conversation? Any tips for someone who's feeling a bit intimidated by the whole negotiation process?
Here's where research is key. Know the market rate for your position and experience level. Document your accomplishments and contributions. And practice your pitch focus on the value you bring to the company, not just on your personal needs.
That's great advice. It's not just about demanding more money, it's about presenting a clear and compelling case for why you deserve it. Okay, we've covered kindness, self-improvement, and finances feeling well-rounded already.
We are making progress. But let's not forget a theme that's at the core of our lives: relationships and family. This is where Brown's instructions get really heartwarming and sometimes thought-provoking.
Okay, here's one that really resonated with me. #70, hug children after you discipline them. It's such a simple act, but there's a lot of wisdom packed into those few words.
There is. It's about balancing discipline with love and reassurance. Think about it from a child's perspective. Being disciplined can be scary and confusing. A hug afterward reinforces that while their behavior might be unacceptable, they are still loved and valued.
It's like saying, I'm correcting your actions, not rejecting you as a person. Now, this next instruction is a bit more complex and potentially even controversial. #93. Choose your life's mate carefully. From this one decision will come 90% of all your happiness or misery. Wow, that's a heavy statement. What are your thoughts on this one?
It's definitely a statement that carries a lot of weight. I think Brown is highlighting the immense impact our choice of partner can have on our lives, both positive and negative. But it's important to acknowledge that relationships are complex and no single decision guarantees happiness or misery.
You're right. It's not a formula, but it does make you think about the importance of compatibility, shared values, and the ability to navigate life's challenges together. And to end this section on a lighter but no less important note, Brown suggests never forget your anniversary. #173.
Yes, the importance of remembering those special milestones. It's about showing your partner that you cherish them and that your relationship is a priority. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture. Even a small, thoughtful acknowledgement can go a long way in keeping the romance alive.
It's like saying, I'm still paying attention, and I'm still invested in us.
Welcome back to our deep dive into Life's Little Instruction Book. It's amazing how these seemingly simple pieces of advice can spark such deep conversations, isn't it?
It really is. We've barely scratched the surface, and I'm already feeling inspired and maybe a little challenged too. Okay, so as we delve back into Brown's wisdom, I'm curious, does this make you wonder if Brown intended for these instructions to be followed chronologically? Or if they're more like a buffet where you pick and choose what resonates with you?
That's a question worth pondering. I think it's a bit of both. Some instructions, like the ones about financial planning or choosing a life partner, might be more relevant at specific stages in life, wouldn't you say? Others, like those emphasizing kindness or self-improvement, are timeless and can be applied at any age.
I see what you mean. It's like the toolbox. You might not need every tool all the time, but it's good to have them at your disposal when the situation calls for it. Okay, speaking of timeless advice, one that stood out to me was instruction #3. Watch a sunrise at least once a year. It seems so simple, yet there's a sense of serenity and awe in those words.
There is, isn't there? It's a reminder to pause, to appreciate the beauty of the natural world, and to connect with something larger than ourselves. In a world that's constantly demanding our attention, taking the time to witness a sunrise can be a powerful act of grounding and perspective.
It's like hitting the reset button on your mind and starting the day with a sense of wonder. Have you ever had an experience with the sunrise that really stuck with you?
You know, I have. A few years ago, I was hiking in the mountains and camped overnight near a peak. Waking up before dawn and watching the sun slowly illuminate the landscape was breathtaking. It was a moment of pure awe and gratitude.
Wow, I can only imagine. It's like a reminder that there's a whole world out there beyond our daily routines, just waiting to be explored and appreciated. Okay, shifting gears a bit. Brown throws in this curveball. #5, never mention being on a diet. Now this one seems a bit out of place, doesn't it?
It does seem a bit unusual, doesn't it? But perhaps Brown is encouraging us to shift our focus from external appearances to genuine health and well-being. Instead of obsessing over calories and restrictions, maybe it's about nourishing our bodies with wholesome food, enjoying the pleasure of eating, and cultivating a positive relationship with food and our bodies.
That's an interesting perspective. It's like he's saying, focus on feeling good, not just looking good. And that can be a radical shift in mindset, especially in a culture that often equates thinness with health and happiness. Okay, so this next one really piqued my curiosity. #12, use the good silver. It's not exactly life-changing advice, but
But it speaks to the idea of savoring the everyday moments, doesn't it? Why save the good china for special occasions? Why not elevate the ordinary and create a sense of celebration in the mundane? Imagine the impact of setting the table with your finest silverware, even if it's just a simple weeknight dinner. It's a way of honoring yourself and those you share your meals with.
it's like saying every day is special and we deserve to treat ourselves well. I love that.
Yeah.
And speaking of treating ourselves well, Brown throws in this little gem. #24, drink champagne for no reason at all. Now that's advice I can get behind.
A little bit of bubbly never hurt anyone, right? But I think Brown is pointing to something deeper here. It's about injecting a little bit of playfulness and spontaneity into our lives. In a world that's often serious and demanding, it's important to allow ourselves moments of pure joy and celebration, even if there's no particular occasion.
Absolutely. It's like giving yourself permission to have fun and to celebrate life's little victories. Now, not every instruction is about indulgence. Brown also emphasizes some pretty practical skills like learning a card trick, #13.
It might seem like a random suggestion, but think about it. Learning a card trick is a great way to engage your mind, develop dexterity, and acquire a skill that can bring joy to others. It's a conversation starter, a way to break the ice, and a fun way to impress friends and family. Who doesn't love a little bit of magic?
It's like having a secret weapon for social gatherings. And speaking of social skills, Brown advises us to be the first to say hello, #16. It seems so simple yet.
Yet it can have a profound impact on our interactions, can't it? Think about it. A simple hello can break down barriers, create a sense of connection, and make others feel seen and acknowledged. It's about taking the initiative to reach out and create a more welcoming and friendly environment.
It's like saying, I see you and I'm open to connecting with you. And it can be especially powerful in situations where people might be feeling shy or hesitant to approach others. Now here's one that always puzzled me a bit. #19, buy great books even if you never read them. I'm a book lover, but I can't justify buying books I'll never read. What's your take on this?
I understand your hesitation, but think of it this way. Surrounding yourself with beautiful and inspiring books can create an environment that fosters intellectual curiosity and a love of learning. Even if you don't read every book cover to cover, having a well-curated library can be a source of inspiration and a reminder of all the worlds waiting to be explored.
It's like creating a visual representation of your interests and aspirations. Okay, I'm starting to see the appeal of this one. Now let's shift gears to a theme that's close to my heart. Connecting with nature. Brown has a couple of instructions that really resonated with me, starting with #14, plant flowers every spring. There's something so satisfying about nurturing plants and watching them bloom.
There is, isn't there? It's a tangible way to connect with the natural world, to witness the cycle of growth and renewal, and to bring a bit of beauty and vibrancy into our lives.
It's like a reminder that even in the midst of concrete and technology, nature is still present and powerful. And it ties in beautifully with instruction, hashtag 35, plant a tree on your birthday. This one feels almost ceremonial, doesn't it?
It does. It's a symbolic act of giving back to the environment and creating a legacy that will outlive us. Each tree we plant helps purify the air, provide shade, and create habitat for wildlife. It's a beautiful way to mark the passage of time and leave a positive impact on the world.
It's like saying, I'm grateful for another year of life and I want to give back to the planet that sustains us. Okay, now for an instruction that seems a bit out of character for Brown, hashtag 26, if in a fight, hit first and hit hard. It seems to contradict his generally peaceful and thoughtful approach to life.
This one definitely stands out, doesn't it? It's important to approach this instruction with caution and to remember that Brown is likely emphasizing the importance of standing up for ourselves and not being passive victims in a dangerous situation. However, it's crucial to prioritize peaceful resolution whenever possible and to avoid violence.
That's a good point. It's about having the courage to defend yourself, not about instigating aggression. And speaking of courage, Brown has another instruction that speaks to the power of mindset. Hashtag 68, be brave. Even if you're not, pretend to be. No one can tell the difference.
This one speaks to the idea of fake it till you make it, doesn't it? Sometimes we have to act as if we're brave even when we feel afraid. By putting on a brave face, we can trick our minds into believing it, and often that's enough to push us past our fears and achieve something remarkable.
It's like saying, I'm stronger than I think I am and I can handle this. Okay, on a lighter note, Brown throws in this delightful little instruction. Hashtag 69, whistle. Now, what could possibly be the wisdom in whistling?
I think it's about finding joy in the simple things. Whistling can be a way to lift our spirits, express our happiness, or just enjoy the moment. It's a small act of defiance against negativity and a reminder to embrace the lighter side of life.
It's like a little melody for the soul. Now let's delve into some instructions about family and relationships. One that I found particularly interesting was hashtag 71. Learn to make something beautiful with your hands. How do you think this relates to family?
I think it's about creating something tangible that can be shared and cherished by loved ones. Imagine the love and care that goes into a hand-knitted scarf, a painted ceramic bowl, or a piece of furniture built with your own two hands. These creations become more than just objects. They represent the love and effort we put into them.
It's like weaving love and creativity into the fabric of everyday life. And Brown emphasizes the importance of generosity with instruction, hashtag 72.
Yeah.
Give to charity all the clothes you haven't worn during the past 3 years. This one feels both practical and impactful.
It is. It's a practical way to declutter our lives while making a difference in the lives of others. It's a reminder that we don't need to hold on to things we no longer use, and that those items could be valuable to someone in need.
It's a win-win. Decluttering our closets and helping others what's not to love. Now let's talk about friendships. Brown advises, make new friends but cherish the old ones. Hashtag 37. It's a simple reminder, but sometimes we need to hear it, don't we?
We do. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of new relationships, but it's equally important to nurture the friendships we've built over time. Old friends provide a sense of history, shared experiences, and unconditional love, while new friends bring fresh perspectives and expand our social circles.
It's like having a diverse garden. Each plant brings its own beauty and contributes to the overall richness of the landscape. Now here's an instruction that sparked some debate among our team. Hashtag 38, keep secrets. In a world where oversharing is almost encouraged, this one feels a bit countercultural.
It does, doesn't it? But I think Brown is highlighting the importance of trust and discretion in relationships. Being entrusted with a secret is a privilege, and it's our responsibility to honor that trust by keeping confidences. It's about respecting the privacy of others and demonstrating our loyalty.
It's about being a safe and trustworthy confidant. Okay, time to embrace new experiences. One that I found particularly delightful was hashtag 40, take a kid to the zoo. It might seem like a simple outing, but there's something magical about seeing the world through a child's eyes, isn't there?
There is. It's about fostering a sense of wonder and curiosity in children, exposing them to the diversity of the animal kingdom, and creating lasting memories. And it's not just about the kids. Adults can benefit from this experience, too. It's a reminder to embrace our inner child, to find delight in the simple things, and to appreciate the beauty and wonder of the natural world.
It's like a mini vacation for the soul. And speaking of embracing life's simple pleasures, Brown reminds us, don't postpone joy. hashtag 41. This one feels especially relevant in a world that's often focused on achievement and delayed gratification.
It does. It's a powerful reminder that life is short and that we shouldn't wait for special occasions to experience joy. It's about finding happiness in the everyday moments, pursuing our passions, and making the most of each day.
It's like giving yourself permission to be happy right now, not someday. Now, here's one that seems a bit old-fashioned in the age of email and text messaging, but I think it still holds value. Hashtag 42, write thank you notes promptly.
I agree. There's something special about a handwritten note, isn't there? It's a tangible expression of gratitude that shows the recipient to the time and effort to convey your appreciation. In a world that's increasingly digital and impersonal, a handwritten note stands out as a gesture of genuine care and thoughtfulness.
It's like a little gift of appreciation, a way of saying, I value you, and I'm grateful for what you've done. And speaking of valuing others, Brown offers this inspiring piece of advice. Never give up on anybody. Miracles happen every day. Hashtag 43.
This instruction speaks to the power of hope and the human capacity for transformation, wouldn't you say? It's a reminder to believe in the potential of others to offer support and encouragement, and to never lose faith, even in the face of adversity.
It's about seeing the good in people, even when they might not see it in themselves. Now, this next instruction feels especially important in today's world. Hashtag 44. Show respect for teachers.
Absolutely. Teachers play such a vital role in shaping young minds and preparing them for the future. They deserve our utmost respect and appreciation for their dedication, patience, and the countless hours they devote to nurturing our children's growth.
Couldn't agree more. And Brown extends this respect to those who serve and protect. Show respect for police officers and firefighters.
Yeah.
Hashtag 45.
These individuals put their lives on the line every day to keep our communities safe. They deserve our gratitude and admiration for their bravery, selflessness, and commitment to serving others.
They are true heroes. And before we move on to our next theme, I'd like to touch on an instruction that really resonated with me. Hashtag 46. Give thanks before every meal. It's something I grew up doing, and I find it to be a grounding practice. What are your thoughts on this?
It's a beautiful way to cultivate a sense of gratitude for the food we have, the people who prepared it, and the bounty of the earth, isn't it? It's a moment of pause and appreciation amidst the busyness of our lives. A reminder that we are fortunate to have nourishment and that we should savor every bite.
It's like a mini meditation, a way of connecting with the present moment and appreciating the simple act of eating. Okay, I'm feeling ready to tackle some more of Brown's wisdom.
Me too. Let's dive into some instructions focused on personal growth and expanding our horizons.
Perfect. I'm always up for a little challenge and a bit of self-discovery. Let's see what Brown has in store for us.
I think you'll find these instructions to be both thought-provoking and inspiring. They challenge us to step outside our comfort zones, to embrace new challenges, and to become the best versions of ourselves.
That sounds like just the kind of motivation I need. Okay, hit me with some of Brown's wisdom. I'm ready to learn and grow.
He starts off strong with instruction, hashtag 47, don't waste time learning the tricks of the trade. Instead, learn the trade.
I like that. It's about mastering the fundamentals, developing a deep understanding of our craft, and going beyond superficial shortcuts. It's about putting in the time and effort to become truly skilled and knowledgeable.
Exactly. It's about investing in ourselves and building a solid foundation for success. And on a similar note, Brown urges us to keep a tight rein on your temper, hashtag 48.
It's a timeless piece of advice about self-control and managing our emotions, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's easy to react impulsively when we're angry or frustrated, but it's crucial to learn how to pause, take a deep breath, and choose a more thoughtful response.
Absolutely. It's about recognizing that anger is a powerful emotion that can be destructive if left unchecked. It's about choosing to respond rather than react, to think before we speak, and to consider the consequences of our actions.
It's about being the master of our emotions, not a slave to them. Okay, here's one that seems a bit random, but I'm intrigued. Hashtag 49 buy vegetables from truck farmers who advertise with hand-lettered signs. Now, this might seem like a quirky suggestion, but I'm sensing there's more to it than just buying veggies.
You're right. I think Brown is tapping into the idea of supporting local businesses and appreciating the hard work of those who grow our food. It's about choosing fresh, locally sourced produce, connecting with the people who bring it to our tables, and fostering a sense of community.
It's like a reminder to slow down, to appreciate the simple things in life, like a perfectly ripe tomato picked at the peak of freshness. And it's a way of supporting our local economy and ensuring that the money we spend stays within our community. Okay, on a lighter note, Brown offers this gem of an instruction, hashtag 50, put the cap back on the toothpaste. That might seem trivial, but
But it speaks to the importance of being considerate of others, doesn't it? It's about the little things we do to make life a little easier for those we share our space with. It's about fostering a sense of teamwork and respect in our homes and workplaces.
It's a reminder that even small acts of thoughtfulness can go a long way in building strong relationships and creating a harmonious living environment. And on a similar note, Brown advises, take out the garbage without being told. Hashtag 51.
Again, it's about taking initiative and contributing to a harmonious living environment. It's about being proactive and demonstrating our willingness to help without having to be asked. It's about being a team player and taking ownership of our responsibilities.
It's like saying, I care about our shared space and I'm willing to do my part to keep it clean and comfortable. Okay, shifting gears to a theme that's close to my heart, health and well-being. Brown offers a simple but important piece of advice. Hashtag 52, avoid overexposure to the sun.
This is a crucial reminder to protect our skin from the harmful effects of the sun. It's about prioritizing our health and well-being and taking steps to prevent future health problems. Wear sunscreen, seek shade during peak hours, and wear protective clothing. It's a small price to pay for healthy skin in the long run.
You're right, it's about being proactive and taking care of ourselves.
Right.
Now, here's an instruction that might seem a bit out of place, but it's actually quite important. Hashtag 53, vote.
This instruction highlights the importance of civic engagement and participating in the democratic process. It's about exercising our right to vote and making our voices heard. It's about shaping the future of our communities and our country.
It's a reminder that our vote matters and that we have a responsibility to engage in the political process. And speaking of taking responsibility, Brown offers this powerful piece of advice. Hashtag 55. Stop blaming others. Take responsibility for every area of your life.
This is such an important message. It's about recognizing that we have the power to shape our own lives, our own happiness, and our own destiny. Blaming others only keeps us stuck in a cycle of negativity and powerlessness. Taking responsibility, on the other hand, empowers us to make changes, to learn from our mistakes, and to create the life we want.
It's about becoming the captain of our own ship, even when the seas get rough. Now let's talk about a topic that can be stressful for a lot of people. Finances. Brown offers a simple but effective piece of advice. Hashtag 56, save 10% of what you earn.
This is a classic piece of financial advice that can lead to long-term security. It's about developing a habit of saving early and consistently allowing our money to grow over time, and building a safety net for the future.
It's about taking control of our finances and creating a sense of security and peace of mind. Now, what about those times when life throws us a curveball? Brown has some wisdom for that too. Hashtag 57, make the best of bad situations.
This instruction speaks to the importance of resilience and the ability to bounce back from setbacks. It's about choosing to focus on the positive, even in the face of adversity. It's about finding the silver lining in every cloud and recognizing that even difficult experiences can teach us valuable lessons and make us stronger.
It's like saying, I might not be able to control everything that happens to me, but I can control how I respond. Now, here's an instruction that speaks to the importance of humility. Hashtag 58, always accept an outstretched hand.
This instruction speaks to the importance of humility and accepting help when we need it. It's about recognizing that we don't have to go through life alone, and that there are people who care about us and want to support us.
It's a reminder that asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. And sometimes, the most powerful thing we can do is to allow others to help us. Okay, let's dive into a theme that's especially close to my heart. Parenting. Brown offers a powerful piece of advice. Hashtag 59. Live so that when your children think of fairness, caring, and integrity, they think of you.
This is a profound instruction about leading by example and becoming the kind of person we want our children to emulate. It's about embodying the values we hope to instill in them through our words and actions.
It's about recognizing that our children are watching us, learning from us, and modeling their behavior after ours. It's a big responsibility, but it's also an incredible opportunity to shape the next generation. And speaking of living with integrity, Brown advises, admit your mistakes. Hashtag 60.
This instruction speaks to the importance of honesty and humility. It's about recognizing that we are all human and that making mistakes is part of the learning process. It's about owning our imperfections and using those experiences as opportunities for growth.
It's about modeling for our children that it's okay to make mistakes, as long as we learn from them and try to do better next time. Okay, here's a practical safety tip that we should all take to heart. Hashtag 61. Ask someone to pick up your mail and daily paper when you're out of town. Those are the first two things potential burglars look for.
This instruction highlights the importance of being proactive about home security and taking steps to deter potential criminals. It's about protecting our homes and our belongings, even when we're away.
It's a simple step that can make a big difference in deterring crime. And speaking of using our words wisely, Brown offers this reminder. Hashtag 62, use your wit to amuse, not abuse.
This instruction speaks to the power of words and the importance of using them responsibly. It's about choosing humor that uplifts and entertains rather than demeans or insults. It's about recognizing that words can have a profound impact on others and that it's our responsibility to use them wisely.
It's about being mindful of the impact our words have on others and choosing to use our wit for good. Now, in today's world of information overload, Brown offers this timely piece of advice, hashtag 63. Remember that all news is biased.
This instruction encourages us to be critical consumers of information and to recognize that all news sources have a particular perspective. It's about being discerning and seeking out multiple sources of information to get a well-rounded view of events.
It's about questioning what we read and hear and forming our own informed opinions. Okay, here's one that sounds fun and creative. Hashtag 64, take a photography course.
This instruction encourages us to develop a new skill and to see the world through a different lens. Photography can be a form of artistic expression, a way to capture memories, and a means of appreciating the beauty that surrounds us.
It's about training our eyes to see the extraordinary in the ordinary and capturing those moments in a way that allows us to share them with others. Now, here's one that might feel a bit intimidating, but it's an important skill to have. Hashtag 101, learn how to read a financial report.
This instruction speaks to the importance of financial literacy. It's about understanding how businesses operate, how to analyze financial data, and how to make informed investment decisions. It might seem daunting at first, but there are plenty of resources available to help us develop this crucial skill.
It's like learning a new language, the language of finance, which can empower us to make informed decisions about our money and our future. And speaking of communication, Brown encourages us to be more mindful of our interactions with others. Hashtag 102. Tell your kids often how terrific they are and that you trust them.
This instruction highlights the power of positive reinforcement and the importance of expressing our love and support for our children. It's about building their confidence and fostering a sense of security and belonging. It's about creating a strong foundation of love and trust that will empower them to thrive.
It's like giving them a superpower, the power of knowing they are loved, valued, and capable of great things. Now let's talk about credit cards, a tool that can be both helpful and dangerous. Brown offers this practical advice. Hashtag 103, use credit cards only for convenience, never for credit.
This instruction encourages us to be responsible with credit cards and to avoid accumulating debt. It's about using credit cards as a tool for convenience, not as a crutch for overspending. It's about staying in control of our finances and avoiding the trap of high-interest debt.
It's about using credit cards wisely, not letting them use us. Okay, time for some self-care. Brown offers this simple but effective piece of advice. Hashtag 104, take a brisk 30-minute walk every day.
This instruction highlights the importance of regular exercise for maintaining good health and reducing stress. It's about incorporating movement into our daily routines and reaping the numerous benefits of physical activity, increased energy, improved mood, better sleep, and reduced risk of chronic diseases.
It's a reminder that even small amounts of exercise can make a big difference in our physical and mental well-being. And speaking of treating ourselves well, Brown suggests, hashtag 105, treat yourself to a massage on your birthday. Now that's a birthday tradition I can get behind.
Who doesn't love a good massage? It's a wonderful way to relieve stress, reduce muscle tension, and promote relaxation. It's a gift of self-care and a reminder to prioritize our well-being.
It's like a little slice of heaven, a way to pamper ourselves and recharge our batteries. Okay, time to get serious for a moment. Brown offers this simple yet profound piece of advice. Hashtag 106, never cheat.
This instruction speaks to the importance of honesty and integrity in all aspects of our lives. It's about choosing the ethical path, even when it's difficult, and living in accordance with our values. It's about building a reputation based on trustworthiness and respect.
It's about doing the right thing even when no one is watching. It's about living a life we can be proud of. Okay, let's lighten things up a bit with this next instruction. Hashtag 107. Smile a lot, it costs nothing, and is beyond price.
Such a simple yet powerful message. Smiling can instantly lift our spirits, improve our mood, and make us more approachable to others. It's contagious when we smile at someone. It's hard for them not to smile back.
It's like a little ray of sunshine that can brighten even the cloudiest day. And speaking of social graces, Brown offers this piece of advice for those who enjoy a cocktail or two. Hashtag 108. When dining with clients or business associates, never order more than one cocktail or one glass of wine. If no one else is drinking, don't drink at all.
This instruction speaks to the importance of professionalism and demonstrating respect for our clients and colleagues. It's about maintaining a level of decorum and ensuring that our social interactions don't detract from our business objectives. It's about being mindful of our behavior and presenting a professional image.
It's about striking a balance between enjoying ourselves and maintaining a professional image. Now, here's an instruction that may seem a bit antiquated in the age of automatic transmissions. Hashtag 109. Know how to drive a stick shift.
This instruction, while perhaps less essential today than in the past, speaks to the value of being adaptable and possessing a range of skills. It's about being prepared for unexpected situations and not being limited by a lack of know-how.
It's about being resourceful and having the confidence to handle whatever comes our way. And now let's dive into some instructions that challenge us to make the most of our time and energy.
Brown suggests a simple yet powerful time management technique. Hashtag 110. Decide to get up 30 minutes earlier. Do this for a year, and you will add 7½ days to your waking world.
That's incredible. Just 30 minutes earlier each day can add up to so much extra time. Imagine what we could accomplish with those extra hours. Exercise, meditation, reading, pursuing a passion project. The possibilities are endless.
It's a reminder that time is our most valuable resource, and that even small adjustments to our routines can create significant gains in productivity and personal time.
It's about making conscious choices about how we spend our time and prioritizing what matters most. Now, here's an instruction that might spark some debate. Hashtag 111, never use profanity.
This instruction speaks to the importance of using language that is respectful and considerate of others. It's about choosing words that uplift and inspire, rather than demean or offend.
It's about recognizing that words have power and that we should use them carefully and thoughtfully. And Brown offers this insightful reminder about the power of example. Hashtag 112, don't expect others to listen to your advice and ignore your example.
This instruction highlights the importance of walking our talk. It's about recognizing that our actions speak louder than words, and that we can't expect others to follow our advice if we don't embody those principles ourselves.
It's about leading by example and demonstrating the values we believe in. Now, here's an instruction that encourages us to appreciate the world around us. Hashtag 113, learn to identify local wildflowers, birds, and trees.
This instruction encourages us to connect with nature and to appreciate the beauty and diversity of the natural world. It's about cultivating a sense of wonder and curiosity about the environment and becoming more mindful of the intricate web of life that surrounds us.
It's about opening our eyes to the beauty that's all around us, even in our own backyards. And on a more practical note, Brown offers this safety tip. Hashtag 114, keep fire extinguishers in your kitchen and car.
This instruction highlights the importance of being prepared for emergencies and taking steps to protect ourselves and our loved ones. Fires can happen quickly and unexpectedly, and having a fire extinguisher readily available can mean the difference between a minor incident and a major disaster.
It's about being proactive and ensuring we have the tools and knowledge necessary to handle unexpected situations. And for those seeking spiritual guidance, Brown offers this suggestion. Hashtag 115, give yourself a year and read the Bible cover to cover.
This instruction encourages us to engage with a text that has been a source of inspiration and guidance for centuries. It's about exploring spiritual teachings and seeking wisdom from a timeless source.
It's about delving into a text that has shaped cultures and influenced countless lives. And on a more practical note, Brown advises, hashtag 116, consider writing a living will. It's not exactly a lighthearted topic, but
it's a crucial step in planning for the future and ensuring our wishes are respected in the event of a medical crisis. It's about taking control of our end-of-life decisions and relieving our loved ones of the burden of making difficult choices.
It's about having peace of mind and knowing that our affairs are in order. And speaking of protecting ourselves, Brown offers this simple safety tip, hashtag 117, install deadbolt locks on outside doors.
This instruction emphasizes the importance of home security and taking steps to deter potential burglars. It's about creating a safe and secure environment for ourselves and our families. A simple deadbolt can make a big difference in deterring crime and protecting our homes.
It's about creating a sense of security and peace of mind. Now, for an instruction that might surprise some listeners, hashtag 118, don't buy expensive wine, luggage, or watches.
This instruction challenges us to question our spending habits and to consider whether material possessions truly bring happiness. It's about prioritizing experiences and relationships over material goods.
It's about recognizing that true wealth lies in the richness of our lives, not in the accumulation of stuff. And speaking of indulging in simple pleasures, Brown offers this delightful instruction. Hashtag 119, put a lot of little marshmallows in your hot chocolate.
This instruction speaks to the importance of finding joy in the little things. It's about allowing ourselves to indulge in simple pleasures and to appreciate the sweetness that life has to offer.
It's about remembering that happiness can be found in the most unexpected places, even in a cup of hot chocolate. And on a more serious note, Brown encourages us to acquire a valuable life-saving skill. Hashtag 120, learn CPR.
This instruction highlights the importance of being prepared to help others in emergency situations. CPR can be the difference between life and death, and knowing this skill can empower us to make a real difference in someone's life.
It's about being a responsible citizen and equipping ourselves with the knowledge and skills to help others in need. It's amazing how these seemingly small actions can have such a big impact on our lives and the lives of others.
It's a reminder that we all have the power to make a difference, whether it's through a random act of kindness, a commitment to lifelong learning, or simply by being more present and engaged in our daily lives.
Speaking of making a difference, Brown offers this intriguing piece of advice. Hashtag 121, resist the temptation to buy a boat.
This instruction might seem humorous, but it speaks to the reality that boat ownership can be a significant financial burden and a time-consuming hobby. It's about carefully considering the costs and commitments involved before making such a purchase.
It's about being realistic about our financial resources and lifestyle choices. Do you think there are other temptations we should resist in the pursuit of a fulfilling life?
That's a great question. I think it's important to be mindful of anything that consumes our time, energy, or resources without bringing us genuine joy or fulfillment. It could be excessive shopping, mindless scrolling on social media, or even unhealthy relationships. The key is to be aware of our patterns and to make conscious choices that align with our values.
That's a great reminder to check in with ourselves regularly and make sure we're not getting sidetracked by things that don't truly matter. Okay, back to Brown's wisdom. One that I found particularly charming was hashtag 122, stop and read historical roadside markers.
This instruction encourages us to engage with history and to learn about the people and events that have shaped the places we visit. It's about slowing down, paying attention to our surroundings, and appreciating the richness of our cultural heritage.
It's like taking a mini history lesson on the go, uncovering hidden stories, and connecting with the past in a tangible way. Now, for those seeking success in life, Brown offers this insightful advice. Hashtag 123, learn to listen. Opportunity sometimes knocks very softly.
This instruction highlights the importance of being attentive to our surroundings and open to new possibilities. It's about recognizing that opportunities often present themselves in unexpected ways and that we need to be receptive to those possibilities.
It's about being present, being curious, and being willing to step outside our comfort zones. And speaking of being prepared for life's little challenges, Brown offers some practical advice. Hashtag 124, know how to change a tire.
This instruction might seem basic, but it's about being resourceful and self-reliant. It's about having the confidence and know how to handle common car problems and not being stranded in a difficult situation.
It's like having a superpower, the power to fix things and take care of yourself. And on a similar note, Brown suggests, hashtag 125, know how to tie a bow tie.
It's a skill that might not be used every day, but it's about being prepared for special occasions and presenting ourselves with style and grace.
It's about mastering a classic sartorial skill and adding a touch of elegance to our attire. Now let's shift gears to a theme that's crucial for healthy relationships, respecting boundaries. Brown offers this advice for parents. Hashtag 126, respect your children's privacy, knock before entering their rooms.
This instruction highlights the importance of teaching children about personal space and boundaries. It's about respecting their autonomy and fostering a sense of trust and respect within the family. It's about creating a home environment where everyone feels safe and respected.
It's about recognizing that our children, even at a young age, deserve to have their privacy respected.
Okay.
Time for a little bit of fun. Brown throws in this unexpected instruction. Hashtag 12under7, wear audacious underwear under the most solemn business attire.
This instruction might seem a bit out of place, but I think it speaks to the importance of having a little fun and not taking ourselves too seriously. It's about embracing our individuality and adding a touch of whimsy to our lives. It's about remembering that life shouldn't be all work and no play.
It's like having a little secret that can boost our confidence and remind us to embrace our unique selves.
Yeah.
Okay, back to some practical advice. One that I think is often overlooked is hashtag 128 remember people's names.
This instruction highlights the importance of making people feel valued and remembered. It's about being present and attentive in our interactions with others and showing that we care enough to remember their names. It's a small gesture that can have a big impact on our relationships.
It's like saying, you matter to me and I value our connection. And speaking of building relationships, Brown offers this practical tip. Hashtag 129. Introduce yourself to the manager where you bank. It's important that Hesha knows you personally.
This instruction might seem a bit old-fashioned, but it speaks to the value of building personal connections even in our financial dealings. It's about establishing rapport and creating a sense of trust with the people who handle our money. It can be helpful to have a familiar face at the bank, especially if we need assistance or advice.
It's like building a network of support even in the financial realm. Get ready for a potentially controversial one? Hashtag 130. Leave the toilet seat in the down position.
Ah, yes, the eternal debate. This instruction is often a source of contention in households, but I think it boils down to a simple principle: consideration for others. It's about making small gestures to create a more harmonious living environment. It's about choosing to focus on the needs of others rather than insisting on our own preferences.
It's about those little acts of kindness that can make a big difference in our relationships. Okay, time for some tool talk. Brown advises, hashtag 131, don't buy cheap tools.
This instruction might seem counterintuitive, especially if we're on a budget, but investing in quality tools can save us time, frustration, and money in the long run. Quality tools are more durable, perform better, and are often safer to use.
It's about recognizing that sometimes it's worth spending a little more to get a product that will last and perform well. Now back to the wisdom of parenting. One that I found particularly moving was hashtag 132, cherish your children for what they are, not for what you'd like them to be.
This is such a powerful message about unconditional love and acceptance. It's about celebrating our children's unique qualities and supporting them as they discover their own paths in life. It's about letting go of our expectations and embracing our children for who they truly are.
It's about recognizing that our children are not extensions of ourselves, but individuals with their own dreams, talents, and aspirations. And speaking of letting go, Brown offers this advice for those who love to tell stories. Hashtag 133. When someone is relating an important event that's happened to them, don't try to top them with a story of your own. Let them have the stage.
This instruction speaks to the importance of being a good listener and allowing others to share their experiences without feeling the need to one-up them. It's about being present and attentive to others and demonstrating genuine interest in their stories.
It's about creating a space for others to feel heard and valued. Okay, back to some practical advice. Hashtag 134. Keep an extra key hidden somewhere on your car in case you lock yourself out.
This is a simple yet potentially life-saving piece of advice. It's about having a backup plan and being prepared for those moments when we accidentally lock ourselves out of our cars. A little bit of foresight can save us a lot of hassle and stress.
It's like having a secret weapon against those oops moments in life. Okay, here's an instruction that might spark some debate. Hashtag 135, have crooked teeth straightened.
This instruction might seem like it's solely focused on appearance, but a straight smile can boost our self-esteem and make us feel more confident in social and professional settings. It's about investing in ourselves and feeling good about the way we look.
It's about recognizing that our physical appearance can impact our confidence and our interactions with others. And speaking of feeling good, Brown adds, hashtag 136, have dull-colored teeth whitened.
Again, this instruction might seem superficial, but a bright smile can enhance our appearance and make us feel more confident. It's about taking pride in our appearance and putting our best face forward.
It's about those little things we can do to boost our self-esteem and feel good about ourselves. Okay, for all the procrastinators out there, Brown offers this classic time management tip, hashtag 137, keep your watch 5 minutes fast.
This is a simple trick for improving our time management skills and ensuring we arrive at appointments on time. It's about outsmarting our tendency to procrastinate and building a reputation for punctuality.
It's about those little hacks that can help us stay on track and manage our time effectively. Now, for anyone who's ever negotiated a salary, Brown offers this savvy piece of advice. Hashtag 138, when negotiating your salary, think of what you want, then ask for 10% more.
This instruction highlights the importance of knowing our worth and not being afraid to negotiate for what we deserve. It's about recognizing that negotiation is a process, and that it's often necessary to ask for more than we expect to receive.
It's about advocating for ourselves and ensuring we are compensated fairly for our skills and experience. And now for an instruction that speaks to the heart of compassion. Hashtag 139. Never deprive someone of hope. It might be all they have.
This instruction speaks to the power of hope, especially during difficult times. It's a reminder that even when things seem bleak, there's always a reason to believe that things can get better. It's about offering support and encouragement to those who are struggling and reminding them that they are not alone.
It's a reminder that our words and actions can have a profound impact on others, especially when they're going through a difficult time. And on a more practical note, Brown offers this advice for those starting a business. Hashtag 14015ADWE. When starting out, don't worry about not having enough money. Limited funds are a blessing, not a curse. Nothing encourages creative thinking in quite the same way.
This instruction challenges the common belief that we need a lot of capital to be successful. It's about recognizing that limitations can breed innovation and that resourcefulness is often the key to success. When we have limited resources, we're forced to think outside the box to be more creative and to find innovative solutions.
It's about turning constraints into opportunities and proving that we don't need a lot of money to make our dreams a reality. And speaking of taking our time, Brown advises, hashtag 141, give yourself an hour to cool off before responding to someone who has provoked you. If it involves something really important, give yourself overnight.
This instruction speaks to the importance of managing our emotions and avoiding impulsive reactions. It's about stepping back from a heated situation, allowing ourselves time to calm down, and then responding in a thoughtful and constructive manner.
It's about recognizing that our initial reactions are often driven by emotion, and that taking time to cool off can help us respond in a more rational and productive way. Okay, back to some financial basics. Brown reminds us, hashtag 142, pay your bills on time.
This instruction might seem obvious, but it's crucial for maintaining good credit and avoiding late fees and penalties. It's about being responsible with our finances and honoring our commitments.
It's about building a solid financial foundation and ensuring that we're managing our money effectively. Now, for something a little more fun, Brown suggests, hashtag 143, join a slow-pitch softball league.
This instruction encourages us to get involved in our communities, to engage in physical activity, and to have some fun. It's about finding ways to connect with others, to stay active, and to enjoy the camaraderie of team sports.
It's about getting out there, having some fun, and making new connections. And speaking of enjoying the simple things, Brown advises, hashtag 144, take someone bowling.
This instruction reminds us that sometimes the best activities are the ones that are simple and fun. Bowling can be a great way to socialize, to get some exercise, and to create lasting memories.
It's about finding ways to connect with others and to enjoy some lighthearted fun. And on a practical note, Brown offers this safety tip, hashtag 145. Keep a flashlight and extra batteries under the bed and in the glove box of your car.
This instruction highlights the importance of being prepared for power outages and emergencies. It's about having the tools we need to navigate unexpected situations safely.
It's about being proactive and ensuring that we're ready for anything. Now, for a sweet reminder about the importance of play, Brown advises, hashtag 146. When playing games with children, let them win.
This instruction might seem counterintuitive, but it's about fostering a child's sense of accomplishment and self-esteem. It's about creating a positive and encouraging environment where children feel loved and supported.
It's about those little moments of joy and connection that can have a lasting impact on a child's development. And speaking of creating a positive family environment, Brown advises, hashtag 147, turn off the television at dinner time.
This instruction encourages us to prioritize face-to-face interaction and to create a space for meaningful conversations during meal times. It's about disconnecting from electronic distractions and connecting with the people we care about most.
It's about creating a sacred space for family time where we can connect, share stories, and build strong bonds. Okay, ready for a quirky one? Brown throws in this unexpected piece of advice, hashtag 148, steer clear of restaurants that rotate.
This instruction, while lighthearted, speaks to the importance of being mindful of our surroundings and choosing environments that are conducive to enjoyable dining experiences. Some people might find rotating restaurants to be fun and novel, but for others it can be disorienting and detract from the dining experience.
It's about being aware of our preferences and choosing environments that make us feel comfortable and relaxed. Now, for an instruction that encourages us to think beyond ourselves, hashtag 149. Skip one meal a week and give what you would have spent to a street person.
This instruction encourages us to be aware of those less fortunate than ourselves and to find ways to help those in need. It's about developing a spirit of compassion and finding ways to make a difference in our communities.
It's about stepping outside our comfort zones and recognizing that even small acts of kindness can have a big impact on the lives of others. And speaking of finding joy in connection, Brown advises, hashtag 150, sing in a choir.
This instruction encourages us to explore our creative side, to connect with others who share a love of music, and to experience the joy of making music together. Singing in a choir can be a powerful way to reduce stress, boost our mood, and connect with others on a deeper level.
It's about finding a creative outlet, building community, and experiencing the transformative power of music. And speaking of building a network of support, Brown offers this practical advice, hashtag 151, get acquainted with a good lawyer, accountant, and plumber.
This instruction highlights the importance of having trusted professionals in our lives to help us navigate legal, financial, and practical matters. It's about building relationships with experts who can provide guidance and support when we need it most.
It's about assembling a team of experts who can help us navigate life's challenges and ensure that we're making informed decisions. And speaking of giving others the benefit of the doubt, Brown advises, hashtag 152, give people the benefit of the doubt.
This instruction encourages us to approach others with a spirit of generosity and understanding. It's about assuming good intentions and giving people the space to make mistakes. It's about fostering a more compassionate and forgiving world.
It's about choosing to see the best in others, even when they might make mistakes. And with that, we've reached the end of our deep dive into life's little instruction book. It's been an incredible journey filled with insights, challenges, and a healthy dose of humor.
We've explored a wide range of topics from kindness and self-improvement to finances, relationships, and everything in between.
And we hope this deep dive has sparked some reflection, inspired you to try something new, or simply reminded you of the importance of living a life that is both meaningful and fulfilling.
Remember, life's little instruction book is just a starting point. It's up to each of us to decide which instructions resonate with us, which ones we want to challenge, and how we want to apply these lessons to our own lives.
So go out there, explore, experiment, and create your own life's little instruction book, filled with wisdom and guidance that speaks to your heart and inspires you to live your best life. Until next time, keep diving deep and keep seeking those little nuggets of wisdom that make life so rich and rewarding.
And never stop learning, growing, and connecting with the world around you.